Yo, 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 good people. It's your homie HerbMan. Busting you back upside the head with another hot banger. Boogie, please go tell somebody to go tell somebody your homie HerbMan is on. Yes, sir. And if you're new to the program, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please follow, like, share, and subscribe on all the platforms at Love HerbMan. All right, so I am your neighborhood holistic practitioner. I am none other than your homie, your brother, HerbMan. Welcome to the HerbMan Show. This is where we teach people how to heal themselves, and you cannot heal yourself unless you know thyself. So we make sure we teach you about the human frame and the human design so that you guys can be well on your way to the happiness, the wholeness, and the wellness that we all deserve, not just you, okay? So we're coming live on TikTok, you guys live on YouTube. Go get somewhere, get situated. Happy Sunday to all of you guys around the world, all right? We are teaching you unprecedented information. This is the free information station. You don't have to pay for anything that you hear here today. All you simply got to do is pay attention. And how we do that on the HerbMan Show is by double tapping that screen and getting us up to 100,000 plus likes during the live broadcast. Trust me, I'm going to work for your likes. Well, what I want you to do is be interactive, share, follow, subscribe, do what you got to do to get the word out. All you got to do is put the phone down right now. If you're trying to convince your spouse, if you're trying to convince your husband, if you're trying to convince your wife that this is the thing that they should go, this is the route they should take to understand themselves better, to understand you guys better, to understand their health better, just put the phone down. Put me up on the TV. Put me up in your Bluetooth. Just allow me to be able to do my thing. Trust me. They might not listen to you, but they're going to listen to me. All right. So we just got to allow each other to see what the other is learning. There's no reason for you to be in a relationship and you're trying to get your health better and nobody else in the house is. Okay. There's no reason for you to be in a marriage where you're trying to do the right things and nobody else is. There's no reason for you to feel alone, for you to feel isolated in your new consciousness, in this new thing that you're trying to do for yourself. So what we're going to do is just allow each other to help each other. We heal faster together than we could ever do it before in our lives. All right. So we've been teaching you guys, man, about the owner's manual. Okay. We're not going to never stop teaching you about the owner's manual. Okay, so this is what we always are talking about. If you guys are ever wondering what is he talking about, where is he going with this, it's always going to be about the owner's manual, because the owner's manual is your blueprint. Okay, it is your blueprint. And today we're going to tell you why this is the most important health assessment you can take for you, your family, and your community. If you are an aspiring healthcare provider, you're aspiring herbalist, you're aspiring a caretaker of your family, and you just want to help yourself, your family, or your community, you need a system. And there's no better system than the ancient technology of the owner's manual. Okay, so you guys keep tapping. I'm gonna keep on talking. Once we get to 1,000 likes, we'll get into the subject matter at hand. But I want you guys to understand that we're never gonna come on here to teach lies and deceit. Okay, that's not my purpose. There's no reason for me to do that. Okay, if I wanted to do that, I can just go ahead and go back and clock in on the jobs and live a lie more than come on here and try to tell a lie. Okay, what we're trying to do is get the truth out. The truth is, you belong to nature in a way that you've never understood before. And what's happening is the modern life has severed your relationship with nature. You think that nature doesn't matter. You think that the sun ain't doing nothing for you. You think that the earth ain't doing nothing for you. You think that the air ain't doing nothing for you. You think that the water ain't doing nothing for you. You think that the planets and the stars have no influence over your life because you've severed your relationship with God. And my God is nature. Spirituality is your relationship with nature. Okay? And we're going to teach you guys today why your birthday is your timestamp. Somebody put in the chat, my timestamp. We're going to teach you about what your timestamp is. Your birthday holds more information about you and your health than you will ever know and think. And there's nobody teaching us this. All of the people that was teaching this, they made sure that they left here early. But we was able to find them, okay? We was able to find them, and we was able to get the insights because they left behind books and they left behind remnants of themselves to let us know that this thing truly exists, okay? This thing truly exists. Your birthday is your timestamp. Put timestamp in this thing so we can get this thing going. Because most people, I'm already finna go into it. If you late, you late. Most people, most people think their birthday is just a celebratory day. They think that it's just a cake and some candles. And they think that it's just numbers increasing. But what if I told you today that your birthday is actually your biological code? What if I told you that your birthday is your health blueprint? We have all of these products, you guys, on the website, okay? If you want your blueprint, go type in blueprint. If you want your owner's manual, go type in owner's manual, okay? But what if I told you that it's not only the biological code or the health blueprint, but what if I told you that this thing is also a map? It's a GPS system that allows us to understand your tendencies, your strengths, your weaknesses, and also your destination or your destiny. And it ain't got nothing to do with belief. It ain't got nothing to do with if you believe in it or not. And the reason why it has nothing to do with your belief is because it's simply nature. Somebody put in the chat, simply nature. It's simply nature. And when you're talking about an herbalist and you're talking about a botanist and you're talking about somebody that's talking about agriculture, talking about healing you through food, they need to also know about nature. You need to be a whisperer of nature. See, that's what a pastor is. That's what an apostle is. That's what a minister is a person that can get it from the airwaves and articulate it to the psychology of man. See, I want you guys to understand something, and you can say this to yourself, but no matter what you're going through today, I want you to understand that you are not born randomly. Say to yourself that I was not born randomly, but you came in with a timestamp. You came in with particular information. You were born at a specific moment in time when the earth and the sun and the environment, they were in very specific configurations at your birth. And your body locked all of that stuff in that moment. It locked it into your life. It's your birthday. Okay? Go tell 50 Cent. It's your birthday. That's the thing that got all the information about you. That's the thing you need to understand, that you need to decode. That's the thing that allows you to understand your purpose, understand your vision in life, understand life in itself. It's your birthday. That's how they knew about Jesus. It was the birthday. So let's remove belief out of it. Let's remove belief and let's go straight to the science of the matter. Your body doesn't run on the clock on the wall, but it runs on the clock in the sky. And that 24-hour cycle is what you call circadian rhythm. So we have this as a 24-hour cycle from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. See, this thing runs like the clock on your, right, on your wrist, but it ain't the clock on your wrist. But it can give you an indication. So it runs in circadian rhythm. It runs in circannual rhythm as well, seasonal rhythm. It runs in hormonal rhythm. It runs in nervous system rhythm. And this is what they like to call chronobiology. That's what they call it. But we've been understood this thing since ancient times. Your body ain't nothing random. It don't come into this thing understanding random. Again, remember, they're trying to rip you apart, and when your mind is going one way and the body goes the other, it's very seldom that you have settlement in your life to figure things out. the reason with the things going on. You're living in a timed machine. I didn't say time, I said a timed machine. You got to understand the clock in the sky. When sunlight comes, then your cortisol rises. When sunlight sets, then your melatonin starts to rise. When the seasons change, the digestion change. When temperature change, the immunity can change. You say, well, how is that? Yeah, when you catch a fever, your immune system works stronger in higher temperatures. But we don't understand that it's in your birthday. The moment you were born, your body calibrated itself to the environment. That's why climate-based diet is the best diet. A climate-based diet is the best diet. You got to understand how this stuff influences you. Thank you guys very much. Understand how this thing is influencing you. You guys keep tapping. I'm going to keep talking. And this is the importance of an owner's manual for the human being. If you were born in the summer, then you understand that summer got longer days. It's got higher sunlight. It's got high activity. So what's that's telling your system? That you were built for expansion. So that's all of my summer babies. That's my Cancers, Leos, and Virgos. You were built for expansion. If you were born in the winter, where you got low sunlight, you got cold environment, you got conservation down in here. That lets your system know that you were built for survival. Come on, somebody. And that's for all of my Capricorns, Aquariuses, and Pisces. You got to know that it's in your birthday. Okay? You got to know that your birthday is like a baseline programming for you. Okay? Now, you don't know that program. All you know is the program from the human condition. But you've been severed from your relationship with nature. Somebody put that in the chat, please. Does everybody understand that? Put some ones in the chat. The whole purpose was to sever you from God. Your God was in nature. Nature. Mama nature, the Mother Nature. Mama nature, the most fertile being on the planet. The universe, everything is working to your good, but you don't know nothing about this. See, nature only operates in 4 phases: spring, summer, fall, and winter. Spring is going to tell you that that's the growth and development time of your life. That's the infantry stage of life. Summer is going to tell you that that's your expressive time of your life. That is your adolescence. Listen to me. Fall is going to tell you that that's your harvesting time of life. That's when that's your spiritually responsible. That's your adulthood. Winter is going to tell you that that's the conservation time of life. And that's your spiritual elder statesman. And sometimes that's why babies who are born in the winter can seem like old folk. Got an old soul. Yes, sir. Winter babies. Built for it. So you got to understand that these seasons will change. And you got to know that when they change, what do you need to do for yourself? Which season do you feel like you're always in? Do you feel like you're always in winter? Do you feel like you're always in summer? If you're always grinding, that's the summertime. If you're always tired, that's the winter. If you're always emotional, that's the fall. If you're always trying to restart in your life, that's the spring. But that's not random. That's just your birthday, your birth imprint showing up in your life. Okay? It's all in your birthday. It's all in your birthday. Spring-born people, people who are born in the spring, the Aries, the Taurus, the Gemini. Spring-born. You got to make sure that you detox, you move around, watch your lymph, watch your liver. Summer-born people, you know you got to watch your heart, your circulation, watch the burnout risk. Fall-born individuals, you got to watch your lungs and your digestion, watch your grief, watch your storage. Winter-born people, watch your kidneys and your hormones. Watch out for stagnation. This is just a little bit that you learn with your owner's manual, but we're teaching this to people in the HerbMan School. You got 3 days left before the early bird special is ending. If you guys are wanting to learn this from the rooted to the tooted, it's a year-long course for $100 per month. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. If you guys just say, well, I don't want to pay $100 a month, then it's $1,000 for the year course. I'm going to be with you for 1 full year to teach you all of this stuff. 3 days. You got 3 days left before the price double. Okay? Understand what I'm trying to get you to understand is that your strength is your weakness. You say, well, why is my strength my weakness? Because that's where you are going to keep using that strength. That becomes your vulnerability. This is the fallibility of life. Whatever you are using the most of, whatever your strong suit is, that's where the devil will challenge you. And the devil is not a real person, but it is a real principle. You get challenged at the strong suit, okay? Because you're going to be overactive in that. You're going to be overusing that. And then at some point, that's going to create the vulnerability. That's why it is more important for you to be balanced in all of these, not just good at 1, 2, or 3 of them. Okay? Thank you, Marco. All right? So you must understand this stuff. And when you use the word astrology, that's what people get stuck at. I hate using that word. But what this simply means is the map. Astrology is just a seasonal map of your biology. That's all it is. I don't look at it as nothing else. I don't care nothing about it being nothing else. I really don't even matter to me about all that other stuff. But we know that the body is aligned in this somewhere. So we know that the Aries is the head, Taurus is the throat, Gemini is the shoulders, Cancer is the breastplate, Leo is the heart, Virgo is the stomach. We know Libra is your kidneys. We know Sagittarius Scorpio is going to be your reproductive area. We know Sagittarius is your hips and thighs. We know that Capricorn is your kneecap. That's why they call it your kneecap. Also, we know that Capricorns is the biggest storytellers because that's why we call it cap. You don't even know where you get this stuff from. Capricorns represent the kneecap, but then you say, why you capping? That's a Capricorn. Be lying like hell. Not saying that everybody else don't, but you don't even know why you're using these words. All right. Aquarius is the lower, your shin bone, always down to your ankles, and then Pisces is the feet. Okay. You got to understand these things, right? But they also stand for systems. Okay. And we'll learn these systems. Aries is the nervous system. Taurus is the endocrine system. Gemini is going to be your respiratory system, so forth and so on. All right. Cancer is the metabolism. Leo is the circulation system. Virgo is your digestive system. Libra is your excretory system. You see, Scorpio is your reproductive system. Sagittarius is going to be your skeletal. All right. But it's more about your skeletal system. Aquarius is your, I like to call it your lower circulation. And then you also got Pisces as the lymphatic or immune system. Okay. That's what you got to know. And they like to call this iotro mathematics. Okay. But your birthday tells you everything about you. It tells me what your systems lead with and what systems will break down first. And it's going to be the ones you lead with first. Or it could be the ones that you are deficient in that you don't use at all. So if you have excessive behavior, you can point to that thing. But if you have deficient behavior in one of these health departments, you can point to that thing as well. You said, I need all things for a four. Get your owner's manual, okay? It's in your birthday, okay? It's in your birthday. And then we start. So now we know seasons. We know the times. We know the clock on the wall. We know the circadian rhythm. We know the circannual rhythm. We got all of that stuff now. But then you also got the fire, air, earth, and water. Spring represents the what element? Air. Summer represents the fire. Fall represents the earth. Winter represents the water element. Okay? So we know that fire element, you got to watch out for nervous system issues and metabolism, the circulation and your muscular system. Air, we know it's the respiratory, the immune system, et cetera, right? Water, we know that that's the lymph system and that's the metabolism there as well. So we get all of these types of things. Your intimagumentary is the water, okay? The skin is the water. Earth, we know that that's your skeletal systems and digestive systems and et cetera, et cetera. Your birthday determines all of this stuff. It determines your dominant element. It determines your deficient element. It determines your life path element. Those are the things that we use for your birthday. Those three things: your dominant element, your opposing element, and your life path element. You'll learn all of this at the HerbMan School for $100 a month, okay? For a whole year, you be with me. I'll teach you what I know about this stuff. It's all in your birthday. And what that does is it teaches me is about your strength, your weaknesses, and your healing path. And a lot of us just don't know where we are in life. And not only does it do that, but it also can let me know, based on those life paths, can let me know what you're struggling with. If you're dealing with of your life path 1, or you got 1 in your chart, or if you got earth element as a life path, then guess what? You stressing over money. You stressing over money still. Some people are dealing with sex still. Some people are dealing with food and drugs through self-control issues. Some people are dealing with family and relationship issues, the heart chakra, right? The 4s and the 6s. Some people still dealing with doubt and trust and lies, okay? And their ability to express themselves. You're still dealing with that stuff. Some people are dealing with delusion and loneliness and a loss of vision, right? Not in this eyesight, in your life. You've lost your vision of what you want. Some people are dealing with purpose and having this addictive behavior, okay? Trying to figure out what it is they need to do. And this is why you got to understand that some people can burn out. Some people will get anxious. Some people will hold weight. Some people will hold emotions. But who are you? Do you know which one you are? Do you know which one of them you are? How many feel like they're the people that burn out? Put some 1s in the chat. If you feel like you're a person that burns out all the time, put some 1s in the chat. That's what we need to do is dream, brother. That's what we need to do is dream. So I'm selling you back to you. Your inability to dream is what you're missing. And that's why you can't create your own destiny. You're probably somebody who's still wanting to do something in life that you haven't done yet because of your inability to dream. Barack Obama sold you a dream and you voted for him. You don't know me, so why are you talking to me then, huh? Why are you talking to me then? You don't know me. You don't know me. How many people get anxious? Put 2s in the chat. If you feel like yourself get anxious, how many people get anxious? 2s in the chat if you feel yourself always getting anxious or getting anxiety, always worrying. So you're starting to know thyself. Now here go the 3s. How many people have a problem holding weight? No matter what you do, you're just holding weight. You could be working out. You could be trying all the diets. You could be trying all of this, that, and the third. Put some 3s in the chat if you're a person that holds weight. You just don't know what to do with trying to get this weight off. Maybe you get down to a certain weight, but it won't go no further. Okay. Number 4. How many people suppress their emotions? How many people hold emotions? Put 4s in the chat if you find yourself always suppressing how you really feel, always holding your emotions. Got some fours. We got some fours in there. But guess what? That's not your personality that's doing that, you guys. That's not your personality. It's your elemental imbalance, which is what we show you in your owner's manual. That's what we show you in your owner's manual. It's just your elemental imbalance. So what we try to do is show you that as a visual, just like how you get this little chart, this little circle right here. You get this with your owner's manual so that you can see it. It's a visualization of where I'm at and where I need to be. It shows you your current location and your destination. It's a health GPS system. It's the owner's manual. It's your blueprint. We derive all this information from a birthday. We don't need to know what time you were born, what location you were born in. All we need is that birthday. It is the best, greatest health assessment on the planet. You can still go get a blood test if that's what you want. You can still go get a comprehensive metabolic panel. You can still go to your doctors and ask them for this, that, and the third, but you need not to do that without this. Okay? Because this is going to give you more information about you. You can go to the doctor and tell a lie. You can go to your pastor and not reveal the truth. You can go to your therapist and not reveal the truth. You can go to your coworkers and not tell them the truth. Your friends, you're going to lie to. Your spouse, you can lie to. But you can't lie to nature. And nature will never lie back to you. Okay? Will never lie back to you. So that's why we give you all of these hummings. And we give you all of these ways to regulate yourself, ways to be able to regulate before you experience the day. Okay? That's what we do. Randoja, if you got your herbs, that's all you need. If you don't have your herbs, order your herbs from your herbal blend. Okay? What you understand is that these things will help stimulate your vagus nerve. They're going to help regulate your nervous system. All this humming and all this lowering of the shoulders and dropping of the jaws and closing your eyes and closing your ears. It's because it's your voice that you want to hear. And I'm going to teach you guys this, for a lot of you guys are new to my channel. So I'm going to teach you just very quickly how to do this. All right. Lower your shoulders. Some of us don't know that we be up like this all the time. We be talking, we be woo woo woo. So lower them, drop your shoulders. These are little things that you just don't figure out. Some of us, our jaws is clenched. I don't know if you're a teeth grinder. I'm a teeth grinder. If I don't pay attention to myself, I'll be like, right? And that's tension. So you drop your jaws. If I can open my mouth and show you, it's simply like this, right? You just drop your jaw. If your tongue is at the roof of your mouth, that's tension. Drop your tongue. Close your eyes. For some of you guys, you need to plug your ears, because as long as you're hearing externally, you're going to be stimulated. But right now, you got to hear me. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Breathe in the nose. Hum out. That sound is the best sound your body can hear. It ain't got nothing to do with Usher, Tank, Tyrese, none of them. That sound is the best sound to regulate your nervous system. It ain't got nothing to do with Jodeci. It ain't got nothing to do with Boys II Men. It ain't got nothing to do with whoever. That sound of you listening to your own humming, vibration. You are vibration. You need vibration. You need frequency. But you don't give quality or value to your sound. You try to hear exterior sound. You want a sound bowl. You want 432 hertz. I'm trying to tell you that it is your voice that can do what you're trying to get those things to do at a quicker pace. Healing is not about getting more information. It's simply about regulation. Okay? That's it. And people who really know how to heal and people who know about what I'm talking about, they know. Just read the comments. The people who don't know are going to always come in here and be an opposition. It's because they don't know. It's the difference between a reader and a writer. I'm not a reader, I'm a writer. I'm a creator. You see? So that's the difference between a reader and a writer. Some people like to read other folks' life, and some people just like to write about their own experience. So some of you guys have just been reading other folks' life and you think you know. But I'm trying to tell you that you also have a book. You also can read your own story. Uh-huh. Y'all don't get it. People don't get sick randomly. Like you wasn't born randomly, you ain't gonna get sick random. This stuff is happening over a course of a period of time. A lot of people, most people, all people get sick because they're just simply living out of rhythm, living out of vibration. When you're talking about you vibing, me and her vibed, you're living out of rhythm, out of melody, out of the orchestra. You don't use your instrumentation. That's why you got to get back to nature so that you can use your instrument. What's the last time you screamed and yelled without somebody hurting you? When the last time you went outside and said, "Hey, thank you," without it being church, without it being somebody hurting you, without you thinking about what somebody gonna say and see. I don't care. I just yelled in this. I don't give a damn. When was the last time you just did? You're stuck. You're stuck in a personality. You're stuck in a false identity. You're stuck in a lack of expression, and that's gonna come back to cause some problems within. You are stuck. You're stagnated. What if the neighbors gonna say? What the people around there gonna say? Boy, what you doing yelling out here? Boy, you must be crazy. If you ain't crazy, you can't have a world impact. You got to be crazy as hell to believe the things that I believe. It's a reason why I've gotten this far. People get sick because they ignore their season. Well, you don't even know your season. Get your owner's manual. People, for a funky, measly $50. We give you 7 to 10 pages of this information. You can't beat it. People suppress their element. Well, it's because they don't even know it. These are the reasons why you're sick. You're sick because you've gotten so far away from Mama Nature. You ran so far away from the Garden of Eden that you can't hear Mama's voice. I always used to say this back in the day. My grandma used to call us. The only rule is get back here before the street lights come on. So your thing is you never go too far to where you can't hear her voice. She gonna come outside and say, "Mama, Shantae." Your ass better be close enough to hear that frequency. And you, my brothers and sisters, have wandered too far off into the wilderness. You've wandered too far off the pasture, the way you can't hear the voice of God anymore. You can't hear the voice of nature in your life. You see me as somebody who's selling you a dream, like that brother said right there, because that brother is too far off. The spirit can't hold. His mind is in control instead of the spirit. A fire individual got to watch out for overthinking, no rest, burnout, inflammation. A water person has to watch out for holding their emotions in, stagnation and swelling. An air person has to watch out for what? Airiness, right? Being too airy, scattered mind. Anxiety and immune issues can come to the air element. The earth individual got to watch out for what? Overindulgence, right? Overeating, overholding, toxicity, and weight issues. It's easy, but it's all in your birthday. And when you have a disease, it's because you have a pattern mismatch that you have not understood or recognized in your life. Your birthday tells you when to rest. Your birthday tells you when to move. Your birthday tells you what to eat. Your birthday tells you what to avoid. And your birthday tells you what systems are going to need support. Who else got that much information on you? The blood test don't tell you that. The urine test, the blood type, the blood sample, the stool sample, the hair sample, the little culture on that little nasty bump down there won't give you all that information. Now, I got all of that stuff. I got a bioresonance scanner. Oh wow, she bakes. Nothing is better than this. Okay, bioresonance and all that type of stuff may give you a 60 to 75% accuracy. Okay, this right here, 95 and above. Okay, without even having to plug you up to nothing. Okay, this is the owner's manual. We don't treat diseases. We try to prevent misalignment. We don't treat diseases. We correct the environment the body is needing. Your birthday is not just a date. It is a rhythm. It's a code. It's your part in the orchestra. It's your contract you signed with nature. Your birthday tells me what row you're sitting on. Your birthday tells me what instrument that you're going to play in the orchestra of life. Your birthday tells me what instrument you are in the orchestra of life. And the thing is that you have severed the contract. You have broken the contract because nobody has told you how to live in rhythm. Anybody in the chat said, I will live in rhythm. You just got to know what that rhythm is. But I will live in rhythm. I come on every day between the times of 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? In the Northern Hemisphere, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is what sign? Anybody know? Does anybody know when the sun is at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m.? Where is the sun at? I will live in rhythm. Yes. And I'm trying to teach you how to do that. Thank you, Twyla. Between 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the sun is right now in Gemini. Every day I come on here between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Why? Because I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. I was born June the 19th. I'm a Gemini. I'm living in rhythm. That's why this thing powerful. That's why this thing is moving. That's why this thing is a machine, because I live in rhythm. Gemini is the communicator, but you got to know when. Some Geminis come on here dying in here. Some Aries come on here dying in here. Okay? Wondering why you may be struggling. But I use this for my benefit because I'm a communicator and I'm a sociable individual on a social medium. You just got to know how to come in when the sun is backing you. When you're trying to follow the Son of God. This is the ecliptic of the sun. When you know the times, when you know the seasons, when you know what you're doing, you're living in rhythm. Then your body starts to regulate itself. Your mind starts to clear. Your emotions starts to settle. Your energy returns. People always talk about, well, this man, he doing this, that, and the third. Yeah, but I don't clock in. I don't clock in. Okay? You see what I'm saying? So when you have a gift, it will make room for you. We're in an age of Aquarian age where we have this information, but we're flooded with misinformation, so you'll never know the real information. They didn't know Jesus was Jesus. And I'm not trying to say I'm Jesus. I'm trying to say you don't know. Sometimes you got so many choices to choose from, you don't know which one to choose. You got so many people talking crap that you don't know what is the real stuff. So it's not the talker that you got to worry about. It's your discernment. Is why you can't figure out. They said that the devil would come and deceive 99.9% of the people because he can be 99.9% like God. Well, guess what? If a man can imitate or some substance can imitate God 99.9%, you're going to struggle with knowing the truth. Most of you are going to follow. Most of us are settle out of coat for 99.9% of the life we want. You won't wait on that 100. But see, there was an old song back in the day said 99.9 won't do. 99 and a half won't do. That's what they used to say. Trying to get 100 because 99 and a half won't do. That was a discernment. Lord, I'm running, trying to make 100 because y'all don't know nothing about that, do you? 99 and a half. Well, you're not settling for what it could be, or you're not settling for what you get. I'm waiting on that Honda. Right? I'm waiting on the Honda. That's discernment. I'm not a deceiver, but you have no discernment. That's what I see. The problem ain't me. The problem is you not being able to discern. The problem is you trying to intellectualize this whole journey. And you're going to keep running into traffic of life. You're going to keep running into divorce, diseases, and despair. Because you cannot run this race solely on intellect. Intellect means that you seen it, heard it, felt it, done it before. Intuition is a new thing that you've never experienced in your life. You can't intellectualize something that you've never experienced. You have to intuitively understand this journey. This journey is going to bring you some stuff that you've already been through before, so you'll know how to navigate that. You'll learn from those lessons, but this journey will also bring you a new thing. It'll also bring you some opportunities that you've never had before. You got to be able to know how to navigate that, and you can't go into the unknown with a logical mind. You can't go into the unknown with an intellectual prowess. You must tap into your intuitive spirit. That's in your birthday. You don't need more information. You need alignment, the owner's manual. And your birthday has been trying to show you this all your life. Any questions thus far? Yeah, people that's trying to run this race, man, surely on intellect. This thing has some ups and some downs. There are seasons to this thing, you guys. Your spacesuit is built for a lot of different things. Okay? The fire in you, yes, that's your thinking. The air in you, that's your spirit. The earth in you, that's your body. The water in you, that's your emotions. But you got to understand something. The body is the physicalness. When God made the world in the Bible, he created the environment and created man on the 6th day. So the body is the last thing. The environment is the first thing. When you're looking at your creator versus your creation ability, which is what we talked about yesterday, what is the creator in you? Let me write this down. What is the creator in you? I ain't even got enough space to write it down, but what is the creator in you? The creator in you is thinking. Somebody put thinking. The fire. This is your environment. Fire, air, and water creates the environment for the earth, for the body. So one of your creative modes is your thinking. You can create from what you think. The other creative mode is your spirit. You can create from your spirit, from your soul, from your unctions. Unctions are different from thinking. Thinking is intellect. Spirit, that's the intuitive. That's the unction part of you. It can create. The other part of you is your feelings, your emotions, energy in motion. You got to keep them in motion, though. You got to keep them moving. That's the water in you. Your emotions, your feelings can create. And then they create the environment for the body. And the body needs another body to create, but thinking don't need another mind to create. Unction, spirit don't need another spirit to create. Feelings, emotions don't need another feeling to create. Only the body, only the physical part of you requires another in order to create another body. So the body is the creation that needs another creation in order to be a creator. But your mind, your spirit, and your feelings don't need Nathan at all. It's in your birthday. Somebody put this in your birthday on the chat. Please keep tapping. I'm going to keep talking. So what I'm telling you is that your birthday will let me know that you're stressing over money. It'll let me know that you're guilty because of some sexual acts. It'll let me know that you have self-control issues when it comes to food or drugs. It'll let me know that you might be having grief and depression and sadness when it comes to family and relationship issues. It'll let me know that you got expression and lies and doubt and trust in you that can mess with your thyroid. It'll let me know that you have a vision issue, you got a delusion and loneliness, and your perception of reality can mess with your pituitary gland. It'll let me know that you might have a difficulty with understanding your purpose, and you have this addictive behavior that is messing with your sleep at night. Your birthday. A blood test won't let you know that. Your pastor can't tell you this. But it's all in your birthday. It's all in your birthday. Get your owner's manual. Don't throw no birthdays out to me. Get your owner's manual. $50. You get 7 to 10 pages of information. You can't beat it. If you want your herbs come with this as well. If you want your herbs, go to the website, type in Blueprint. Okay? Your birthday tells you everything. It tells you what you don't want people to know about you. Your spouse needs to know this information about you. Some of you guys are in relationships and you don't understand why you act the way you do, and they don't either. You have issues. You got traumatic issues, dramatic issues. That spouse is not a doctor. That spouse is not me. They don't know what to do with your dramas and traumas. You giving them hell because you're still in your hellacious consciousness. And you're requiring them to try to doctor on you and try to be your therapist. And they got their own traumas and dramas that they need a doctor or somebody to know them too. So now you got two people that can't reveal themselves to each other. That's why you got a high rate of divorce. The woman files the more divorces because the woman suppresses more trauma than the man. I said it. 70% of the women in America are filing divorces because that is indicative of 70% of women to men ratio are suppressing their emotions. They can't tell the man the truth. They can't tell that man what really happened to her. She holds it, and it starts to go into the private parts of her life because they are the private parts of her life. It's okay to express, my brothers and sisters, but it is not okay to suppress. When you have stress and anxiety, express it, but don't suppress it. When you got guilt and unforgiveness, express it, but don't suppress it. When you got self-control issues, express it, but don't suppress it. So that you can release it. How do we release? Well, we can create our own medicine. Did you not know? Did you not know that you can create your own medicine? Huh? How many people knew that? Put some ones in the chat. How many people knew that? Put some ones in the chat. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How do you create your own medicine? For people that say they know, how can you create your own medicine? You said you know. So how can you create your own medicine? The website is in the link in the bio. LoveHerbMan.com. LoveHerbMan.com. Somebody said with your mind. No, it's specifics. When you say with your mind, that's a little, it ain't specific enough. Prayer and fasting with grounding. That may help you a little bit. Alignment, herbs, veggies, fruit. No, you guys, you can create. Let me show you something. Thank you, Nora. Thank you, Nora. Y'all go follow Nora right here, okay? Thank you, Nora. But guess what? Now you missed one, Nora. Okay, you missed a couple. But humming is singing, right? So we don't say sing because sometimes that makes people uncomfortable. They don't know how to sing. So it's humming, it's dancing, or moving, right? Movement side to side. Okay, humming, dancing, or movement side to side. Laughter. Okay, laughter. And which one is the last one? Touch, right? Touch. You need the human touch. Okay, this is how you create your own medicine. Yes, crying as well. Yeah, you want to cry, you can do that. I say touch, but if you want to cry, cry. Some people scared to cry. You see what I'm saying? That's why I didn't say it, because you know how we scared to cry now. Oh, we don't want to cry. Why do I have to cry? Because crying is a release. And a lot of brothers, that's where their problem is at. Okay? The brothers are holding too much in. Now, what is happening with you when you cry? Not only are you releasing, but you're also producing something. Okay? Not only are you releasing, but you're also producing something. You're producing these medicines. You got endorphins. Okay? You have serotonin. You got oxytocin. You got GABA. All of these things is medicines for the life that you're living. All of these things are medicines for the life that you're living. And nobody's ever told you this. Nobody has ever told you this. How to get these medicines produced in your life. And we're going to show you how to do this stuff. Because again, you got to know that you came into this paradigm under a specific life cycle. They call it the photo period. Okay? You came in under a specific season. That means that when you was born, you got to look at the temperature and the humidity and the food availability at that time. It all influences who you are. You were time stamped. You came in with a specific electromagnetic environment. It influences who you are. You came in under a specific solar and lunar rhythm that will influence who you are. You got to know this stuff. And that means that sometimes you got to produce your own medicine in order to get through some of the things that may go against what you got going on in your life, or that may enhance what you got going on in your life. Your birthday is your default setting in nature. I want you guys to get this. Your birthday is your default in nature. And it's got to be okay for you to understand that. Somebody said we are the real technology. Exactly. But you know about computers more than you know about you. You know about the job more than you know about you, Brian. You know about cars more than you know about you. You know about flipping burgers more than you know about you, huh? You know about politics more than you know about you. So we know about everything exterior more than we know about the real technology, which is the human body. You see, which is the human body. That's what we're trying to get you to understand. Okay. That's what we're trying to get you to understand. And so when you understand your birthday tells it all, then you can start to understand why most people believe healing comes from the pills you take or the herbs you take. How many people believe that healing comes from something you take? Put ones in the chat if you believe that healing comes from something you take. If you believe that healing comes from something you take, put some ones in the chat. I just want to see where you at. Eric says sometimes. Eric, you're lost. Okay. All Shandu, you're lost. Okay. Love, you're lost. Okay. Don't worry about it. We're gonna find you. It doesn't, you don't have to be afraid of being lost, because that's why the light is shining. Okay. How many people believe that healing comes from something you buy? Put some ones in the chat if you believe that your healing is gonna come from something you buy. Why you think I'm on here right now? If y'all been learning me long enough, you wouldn't have to buy nothing. Say, I heal myself by taking. Okay, I love money, you're lost. Your body heals itself. Your body heals itself. So right then off the bat, you gave credit over to the exterior more than you. Okay. Oh, you said talking. Oh, you said taking in the first one now. Okay, you type taking in the first one. All right. How many people believe that you're gonna get healed from something outside of you? And what if I told you that that's an incomplete understanding? What if the body actually already produces the medicine that it needs, but you just don't know how to produce it? So you want to produce what you consume and consume what you produce. Herbs are outside of you. That's why you don't need herbs either. And I'm a herbalist. See, that's what people don't understand about me. I'm trying to tell you about how you can do it yourself. I've been teaching this shit for years. Yes, I'm a herbalist. Yes, I have a herb shop. Yes, I have a herb business. Yes, I got an online herb. Yes, I do, but I still ain't gonna tell y'all no goddamn lie. Your body can heal itself as only if you knew the truth. Only if you knew the truth. And my job wasn't to sell herbs. My job was to tell you the truth. You're not lacking medicine. You're lacking the conditions and the education and the knowledge that it would take to produce it within yourself. Your body already makes pain relievers. How many people is in pain right now? Your body already makes pain relief. Your body already makes things that'll calm you. Your body already makes things that'll connect you to things. Your body already makes things that'll motivate you. But you got to be regulated. It got to be under the right conditions. Do you understand me? It's the ebbs and flows. Yes. When you're looking for pain relief, your body already makes endorphins. When the last time have you laughed? When the last time have you moved around? When the last time have you cried? You get relief when you do those things. I love money. Get your owner's manual. Okay? If you don't want to get your owner's manual, go to the website, type in sugar. Okay? Go to my website, type in sugar, and that'll help you with that. Okay? But you still got to do the lifestyle stuff. Herbs won't do by themselves. You'll just be buying that damn sugar blend every month. Okay? All right? Do the work. Because when you got type 2 diabetes, that means you got self-control issues over food. You see that? I got it right up here for you. Your disease will tell on you. All right? Self-control issues over food. Also, you got an addictive behavior. That means that whatever you like to do, you just feel like you got to do it because you like to do it. Hey, look, you got to control and manage yourself. Okay? If you ain't got no pancreas, then we got to focus on the liver. We got to focus on the gallbladder. So type 1, if you don't have a pancreas, you got to focus on liver cleansing and gallbladder cleansing, which are two in the same. You use the same herbs. How do you reverse memory loss? You got to have purpose. Memory loss is here in the pineal. That's purpose. A lot of y'all old folk, a lot of y'all people getting into your aging, you ain't got no damn purpose. So then what's the purpose of memories if you ain't finna do nothing? What the purpose of you remembering something if you ain't finna go out here and do it? That's why when y'all doing this retirement, you should still have something to do in your life. You need to remember y'all those tasks that you've done so that you can do stuff. Remember, that's intellectual. Intellectual starts to leave if you don't use it. Okay? So why would you keep the memories if you're not utilizing what you're remembering? When you're out here and you're still working on the fence, you're still digging up the yard, you're remembering what you used to do. Just because you don't clock in don't mean that you don't clock into life. Just because you retired from work don't mean you retired from life. Some of y'all can go from retiring on that job and then go and still do what you was doing, but you do it for yourself. You do it for your community. You say, well, I was social working for 30 years. Okay, well, then now you go to the church and work with children. You counsel children. You counsel at the high school for free. You do stuff. You still social work. You don't stop. If you worked on AC units for 30 years and you retire, that's fine, but you still find folk in the community that need to learn air conditioning. Or maybe you open up an air conditioner school, or maybe you got two or three old ragged ass air conditioners in your backyard where you teach your family how to be AC men. Still do it. Okay? You still do your work. I don't have a book. I love money. So don't get it twisted. We don't write books. The book is on you. That's all we got is the book on you. All right. Serotonin. How do I produce serotonin? Serotonin is going to help you calm. How many people need to be calm? Put some ones in the chat if you need to be calm. If you're looking for stability and calmness, that you feel like you're overexerting yourself, you feel like you're over anxious, and you just need something to calm you. Okay. See, so we got a lot of people that feel like they're nervous, they're anxious, they got nervous tension, they got anxiety, okay, all this type of stuff, and you just need something to calm you, all right? Guess what? You can calm yourself by going out into the sunlight. The sunlight will calm you. Being still, making room for stillness in your life will calm you. The humming that we just did will calm you. Nature will calm you. Nature walks. Nature talks to yourself. Nature, going out in nature will calm you. Did we say anything about a herb? Y'all looking for valerian and skullcap, and y'all looking for ashwagandha, and y'all looking for rhodiola. Y'all looking for holy basil, but your ass ain't looking for God, though. You're not looking for nature. You see? I'm trying to teach you something. You guys keep tapping. I'm going to keep talking. We got too many people now to get to 100K. Too many people on the live now to get to 100K. Okay? Get your owner's manual. $50. Get it. You want to learn this? Jump into the school. 3 more days before it doubles in price. Okay? Learn this. Be with me for a whole year. Let me teach you this so that you can teach your family. You can teach your friends. You can show your community what you've learned. How many people are dealing with connection issues? How many people are dealing with security and safety issues? Put ones in the chat. If you're not feeling safe, if you're not feeling connection with somebody, put some ones in the chat. There's a lot of us feel that way. A lot of us are not feeling safe. We're not feeling connected and understood by the people around us, right? If you're not feeling safe, if you're not feeling connected, go give somebody a hug. Be present in the moment. Trust in nature again. If you're not feeling safe and connected, get touch from a massageist or masseuse. Let somebody hug you. Hug somebody. Be present in the moment. Allow yourself to trust again. And it could be small steps of trust. Let somebody go get you a drink. Let somebody go to the grocery store and buy you something. No, I can do it. No, you don't need to buy me nothing. No, I'll go up there in a minute. Let somebody do something for you. Mama, you need the trash taken out? No, I get it in a minute. I get it. They come tomorrow. I get it. No, I'll go in and get it for you. Safety and connection produces the oxytocin. How many people are lacking drive, lacking desire, lacking direction? Put some ones in the chat. If you feel like you're lacking drive, you're lacking desire, you're lacking direction, put some ones in the chat. Yeah, lacking drive. I'm lacking fire. I don't want to do nothing. I don't feel like it's something that I want to do. And then I don't know what I want to do. And then I don't know where I'm going when I do things, right? But you can trigger the dopamine if you start seeing progress in your life. The owner's manual will show you how to get that progress. The owner's manual will show you what direction you're going in. The owner's manual will give you an inclination of what you should be doing at the moment. And when you get that progress, the dopamine taps in. When you complete a thing, the dopamine taps in. That award or that reward for completion. When you find that purpose, the dopamine will click in. The owner's manual can help you with that. Those are your medicines. Oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine, and endorphins are the 4 main medicines in your life. That's it. That's all in your birthday. We're missing out on God because our relationship with nature has been severed. And we're measuring ourselves up to one another instead of looking at ourselves from the eyes of the Creator. You got so many gifts and talents that you haven't even tapped into yet. You think you're this because that's what you've been programmed to do. You're carbon copy instead of the original. So many people trying to be like LeBron and Jordan instead of being like themselves. And you must move these emotions. This endocrine system holds these emotions. that come from your birthday, and you must move these things. Remember, emotions is energy in motion. If emotion moves, then the thing will resolve itself. If it doesn't, then you store it up. If you store it up, then it becomes tension and inflammation and stagnation and ultimately disease. Everybody get that? Everybody get that, right? So this birthday is attached to your tendencies, your emotional tendencies. Somebody put in the chat, emotional tendencies. You get your emotional tendencies. Now, when we know your emotional tendencies, then we know what body systems, okay? So this is the adrenals, so this is the kidneys, this is the excretory system. This is the reproductive system. This is going to be my digestive system. This is going to be my respiratory and immune system. This is going to be my metabolism, my thyroid, my endocrine system. This is going to be my pituitary gland and my growth and development system, right? This is going to be my nervous system at the top. Your owner's manual, the blueprint, gives you your emotional tendencies. These then are going to let us know what diseases you also have a tendency to get. You see how everything comes out of the birthday? Now, all we got to do is move these emotions. We got to release them. We're just so blocked up, man, because we don't release anymore. We're so blocked up, we don't release anymore. When the last time you cried because you were happy? When the last time you danced because you were happy? When the last time that you hummed because you were happy? When the last time that you hugged because you were happy? Or anything out of happiness, out of awe, out of gratitude, out of appreciation? Anybody want to tell me? When was the last time you cried because you were so freaking happy? It was tears of joy. Last time you danced. Ooh, thank you. Thank you for blessing me. Hey, thank you. I ain't talking about nobody did nothing for you, because nature is already doing it for you. You see? Oh, I said a thank you for blessing me. Hey, I said thank. Now you keep waking up cranky. You gotta, your old lady gotta touch you and do all this shit to you to make you happy. The kids gotta respond to you a proper way. The job gotta pay you on Friday. The pastor gotta be talking shit about what you got going on, and you always got to have some exterior thing make you get into this. I'm talking about crying because you just thankful, and I appreciate you. I appreciate this experience. Thank you. Laughing, not because Martin made you laugh, not because Dave Chappelle made you laugh, not because Chris Tucker made you laugh, not because Mike Epps made you laugh, but I'm laughing because I'm so happy, happy, happy. Huh? You got them happy feet. Come along and sing with me. I don't know the song, but y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. See, you don't know how to get into that mode. That's why your ass sick. And I'm telling you, there can't no medications, can't no herbs, can't no meditations, can't no sound bowl, can't no prayer, can't no preacher, can't no teacher, can't no therapist, can't no doctor help you if you don't know how to help yourself. And I'm trying to teach you how to help yourself. You've been severed. Your relationship with nature, your relationship with God has been severed, and you can't find happiness in nature. All you can find happiness in is something else. Then you got a problem, and it's going to continue to be your problem. Now, why would any God want you to stay here longer than what you're supposed to if you're already sick and tired of being here in the first place? You've shown no gratitude, no awe to the real, true creator. It ain't got nothing to do with Jesus. It's got something to do with the principles. The Son of God. You too busy looking in the book, and I'm trying to tell you, stop looking down and look around you. Stop looking down and look around you. You need to cry freely. You need to laugh deeply. You need to move freely. You need to express fully. But instead, we're scrolling trying to find that laugh. We're scrolling trying to find that distraction. We're scrolling trying to find that numbness. We're scrolling trying to find something to overthink about. Go outside. You're built for outside. Modern life has replaced the understanding of this system. And I know it can be difficult for some. Modern life has replaced release with stimulation. But nature is the original medicine. And nature ain't about feeling good, but nature is about making you better. It's about regulating you. It's about giving you the peace that you're seeking. The sunlight will help reset your hormones. It'll help improve your mood. When you get that good oxygen in your lungs, not air conditioned, but unconditional air. That oxygen helps clarity in the mind. Somebody talk about memory loss. Somebody talk about Parkinson's and dementia. Go outside more. Somebody talk about brain fog. Go outside more, because oxygen gives you clarity. Breath gives you regulation. Water is a thing as well, because water is a movement medium. Water will help things move in you. You got lymph stagnation. You got blood stagnation. Move a little. Drink moving water, structured water. It'll help support the body's detoxification process. Earth will help you ground and get some of these negative ions. It'll help your electrical balance. Walking through the forest, walking by bodies of water where it's got all that negative ions in the air. It'll help you. Nature is the only thing, I believe. Going back to nature, getting this owner's manual, seeing where you are in nature. Nature is the only thing that can disrupt this modern life. You get structured water from the streams, the rivers, the waterfalls, from deep artesian, from high altitude mountain. Water that moves is structured water. Water that bottled is not. Bottled water is stagnant water. Water that moves is structured water. Okay? Anybody else got any other questions? Thank you guys for almost 100K. I should have been at 200 by now. But it's all good. Any other questions? Any other questions before we get up out of here, you guys? You guys keep tapping. I'm going to keep talking. At least get us up to how can we know if we're living in our right environment? Get your owner's manual, writer's perspective. You already know what I'm going to say. How can we know we're living in our right environment physically? You got to get your owner's manual. But when you're talking about living in your right environment, you got to go back into your DNA. Okay? When you go back into your DNA, there's only 4 types of climates. The polar climate, the temperate climate, the tropical climate, and then you got the arid climate, right? So the polar climate is cold. The temperate climate is going to be 4 seasons. The tropical climate is going to be hot and wet, and the arid climate is going to be hot and dry, right? So you have this thing of what is your genetic predisposition. My people come from Guinea-Bissau. That is a tropical environment, right? So I'm hot and wet anyway, based on my birthday. My constitution is hot and wet, but I also come from a hot and wet climate. So I know that tropical foods would be more beneficial to me. But I'm not in a tropical environment. I'm over here in the US of A. You see what I'm saying? So what I have to do is understand the hot and wet and then know how to capitalize. So now you got spring, summer, winter, and fall. When is it hot and wet here? During the spring. Well, I'm a Gemini. I come from the spring. Summer is hot and dry. Fall is cold and dry. Winter is cold and wet. So my primary time is when to eat spring foods and to keep my hot and wetness there. You see? Now, when it shifts over to dry, hot, and dry, I got to make sure I keep my wet because it's going to be dry. When it shifts over to cold and dry, I got to make sure I keep my hot and my wet here because this cold and dry me out. When I shift over to cold and wet, I got to make sure I keep my hot if I'm in a temperate climate. I hope y'all got that and get that. I'll teach you more when you come to the school. Okay? I teach you more. That's called a climate-based diet. Okay? Knowing your dosha also helps. Now you don't got to know Kata Pitta Vata. We got it right here. You don't got to know it. Okay, Star? You don't got to know that. It's all in the same thing. Okay? We teach you all of that stuff in the class. It's all the same. Like I was telling the brother yesterday, he talked about the 13 months. Well, the 13 months, if it's got 4 weeks, it's still 52 weeks. Don't we go by 52 weeks? So it's all in the same. The doshas, the yin and yang, the 5 elements, the 4 elements, the medicine wheel, all these different things are really talking about the same stuff. But once you start breaking it up, that's when you start getting confused. What if the glass bottled water can be structured? I mean, if you go and get moving water and you put it in a container, it's still moving water up into a point. Okay? So if you're going to natural springs and you're going to get your water in a glass bottle, that water was still moving water. Okay? But if you letting it sit for months in or months out, then it becomes stagnated water. Okay? The school is everything. Okay? The school is going to teach you everything I've been teaching for the last year. I've been teaching this for the last year. You guys can go subscribe to the YouTube page and get all for just go back a year, and then you'll really start seeing I've been teaching this stuff for at least a year, and now we just open up the school. So we'll do the school 2 weekends a month. So we start April the 4th. Okay, the early bird special ends March the 31st. Okay, that don't mean you can't get into school, but it's going to be double the price, right? So now we got it at $1,000 per year. We got it at $100 per month. So that's for the next 3 days. After that, it's going to be $2,500 per year and $200 per month. Whichever one you want to do, that's on you. Okay. We got people from all over the globe. Okay. That's going to be in that class. It's going to be on Zoom. We're going to do 2 weekends a month right now. And it's going to be from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Those classes will be recorded. If you miss a class, just get the recording. But at the end of the course, you're going to be able to do your birthday, my birthday, and that's how you pass. You got to be able to do this shit. So at the end of the course, you're going to take my birthday and do my reading. And that's how you pass. Everybody got to get my birthday and do me an owner's manual. And we'll see. But everybody's going to pass it. It's just that you got to know it, though. I can't release you until you know it. Okay? But I want you guys to understand something with it's your birthday. You've been taught that healing is external. But the truth is it's within you. And healing is activation of your healing powers. And the thing is that you don't lack medicine, you don't lack intelligence, you don't lack ability. You just lack the understanding of rhythm and release and environment. And that's what we're really trying to teach when we come on here every day. That it's been more to this than what they've just been had you relying on medications, external medication. They've been having you relying on their expertise about you. They've been having you relying on their expertise about you to buy their herbs. They've been having you relying on their expertise about you to do their therapies. You've been relying on their expertise about you to do their education. You've been relying on their expertise about you to do their policies. You've been relying on their expertise about you to build your systems. But it is time for you to start relying on your expertise about you. The future of medicine is no medicine at all. We just got to teach you about the human frame and the human design. Everybody get that? You're not broken, you're held up. Your body already knows how to heal. The activator of that healing is nature, is God. You've been trying to do it. And you've been getting other creation to try to do creation, but you got to do the creator. You got to go to the creator of the situation. And who's the creator within you? I've already told you this. Your mind, your spirit, and your emotions. They can create the life for you that you're looking for. And if you are having problems thinking, if you're having problems with your spirit, if you're having problems with your emotions, go outside and get back re-inspired. Inspire. Inward spiritually. Spiral. Aspire. Spiral. Go outside, man. We're meant for outside. And this is going to teach you how important you are. All by birthday, you're going to see that God has never forgotten you. Nature has recorded you from the time you came from the water to the air. When you transition from the water to the air, you was recorded, you was time stamped. It's in your birthday. Now you say, well, how can I be reborn again? Then you got to know how to get back into the waters. You can't go back into the womb, but you can go back into the womb of the mind. You can go back into the womb of the spirit, the womb of your emotions. And this sometimes means cleansing the body first, getting into those private parts of your life, that darkness, that dark space, when ain't nobody going to bother you. A lot of times we like to call this a retreat. You cleanse the body, you go into retreat mode, you go back into the darkness. You find those things hidden within you, these self-control and this guilt and unforgiveness, this molestation and rape and this drug abuse and all this stuff is hiding it within you. You go in the darkness to find it with your pineal gland, the flashlight. Once you find it, because cleansing the body is one thing, but cleansing the emotions, cleansing the spirit, cleansing the mind is a whole nother thing. You got to go back into the darkness. That means the waters. The water equals your emotions. Go back here, cleanse yourself of these, because the detox won't do it. From the emotional standpoint, it'll do it from the physical, but a detox won't. So you detox the body physically, then you got to detox the emotions spiritually. That's the darkness of life. They used to do this in the ancient time. This was your initiation phases. Now, after you do that, now you'll get back exposed to the light. You come out of that darkness cleansed. When you get back exposed to the light, now you get purpose back. Once you get purpose back, now you can get back fully integrated into society. Deprogrammed. Lord have mercy, man. I can't do it no better than I did it today, you guys. I can't teach this no better than what I did today. Only when you come to the HerbMan School will it be more and more and more in depth. Okay? So I appreciate all you guys. It looked like we had about 200 guests on today. I appreciate the love. We got about 140, 150,000 likes. I appreciate it. I'm going to let y'all go and enjoy your Sunday. Make this a fun day for yourself. I don't care if it's cold outside. Go feel it and then put on your coat. If it's raining outside, go feel it and then put on your raincoat. If it's sunny outside, go feel it and then put on your shorts. If it's whatever it is outside, go feel it and then go do what you need to go do. Okay? I love you guys, man. And it's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Please go tell somebody to go tell somebody about your homie HerbMan. And until next time, love HerbMan. Peace. We love you guys. Peace, man. Peace, 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 peace. Cry tears of joy. Dance to the tune of your own voice. Move. Find somebody to touch and hug. Laugh like you've never laughed before because nature made you laugh. God was funny to you. You didn't need nothing else. Fall back in love with God. Fall back in love with yourself. Fall back in love with nature. It's waiting on you. My prodigal brothers and sisters, return back home. Until next time, love HerbMan. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace. Thank you. Thank you. Peace, peace. Thank you. Thank you. Peace. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Peace. Peace. Thank you. Peace. Peace. Thank you. Yes, sir.